back to another DIY adventure. Today is all holiday edition, but all little holiday things. So I have quite a list of things, little things that I need to do today. I don't know what order they'll all be done in, but first I'm starting with the thing that bothers me the most, is fixing the Christmas lights on the front porch. So we're gonna do that. I hung them, but as you can see, they are sagging. So I ordered magnetic hooks from Amazon because everything is metal. I discovered that they do not stick to that metal. I don't know why I was convinced they would. They do stick to the porch though, the railings and posts, but they do not stick to like the soffits and stuff. Anyway, so let's try and figure this out together. I don't know if you can really see, but there's a beautiful sunrise behind me. Anyway, I hooked all of these lights and I doubled them up because I realized after I put them up that part of them didn't work. Most of them did. I plugged them in before I put them up and it seemed like they all worked, but then when I hung them, part of it didn't work. The beginning and the end didn't work. Or the beginning and the end work, but some parts in the middle didn't, and I tried pushing them back together. Still not working. So anyway, I'm gonna rehang these. I need to figure out what in this tangled mess doesn't work and go from there. I had to take off my glasses because they were super fogging up and I couldn't see anything. Okay, so I figured out which strand wasn't working, so I took it off. Now I have these magnetic hooks, super magnetic, that really only go in here. They're supposed to hold 25 pounds. Let's see. I'm running into the same issue because there's no support in the middle there. So because the posts are metal, they're hooking there, but there's nothing in the middle. So I need to figure something out to stick it in the middle. So it's terribly cold. It's like -13, -14, but it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I could have waited till this afternoon till it warmed up, but this was the project that bothered me the most. So I will weather this weather and try and figure this out. I need to find some metal plates that magnets will stick to that I can screw into the top. I think that is what I'm going to do. So let's go on a hunt and see what I can find. I'm in my shed and I found a few things. So I found these. I can't remember what they're from. Maybe one of the kids' cribs or something. And I've only got 2 of them. They already have holes in them and the magnets will stick to it. But it's a pretty large span and I don't think that this will work. Maybe if I had 3 or 4, it would work better. But I also found these little itty bitty corner brackets. I think these would work because the magnets are pretty small. Oh no. They're definitely magnetic because I brought a magnet with me to make sure that it was magnetic metal. And look, it fits perfectly on the end there. So if I screw one in, the other side will hang down, and then I could even use the other side. I don't know what else I'd hang, but anyway. And I screwed in the hooks, or the L brackets, and I put the hooks on them. But then as I went further, I realized this is hollow, except to the middle. It's still not perfect. I need another point here and there. I believe this is as good as it's gonna get. Still a little saggy, not perfect. Now I'm gonna plug them in and see if I screwed anything up. I broke them or whatever. And I am really ready to get inside. It is freezing. Okay, I'm done with the lights. I'm a little worse for the wear. My hair is all frozen. My nose is frozen. My toes are frozen. So we're gonna do the next one, the next project, which I haven't decided what to do yet. project I'm going to do is the labels for our stockings. So I bought these little wood pieces from the dollar store. And my plan is to cut them smaller, sand them down, stain them a darker color, and then write all of our names. So I can't, like, I don't have very good calligraphy. So what I usually do is I'll print it off just on a regular piece of paper, and then I'll take a pen or a pencil and I'll write on top of it because this wood is very soft. And then I'll take either a paint or a paintbrush and I'll trace over what I drew. And this year I've got not only my family, my husband and my 2 kids, but my dad, because he always spends Christmas with us, but also my brother, sister-in-law, and niece are going to be over for Christmas. So I got them their own stockings and I'm going to make them their own labels so that they all match. So I think my goal is to do a wood piece, and then I'd like to put like a brown leather piece behind it. I had bought brown leather, but I can't find it. But I do have something that looks like leather, so I'm going to see if that works. If not, the pieces of wood will be fine. It'll look really cool. Maybe I'll use the piece of leather as like the rope to hang it. Anyway, let's do this. So I believe the first thing I'm going to do is measure out how exactly big I want these. That does not look straight. Because it's not. Are these thin enough that I can break them? Probably not. I don't know why I was making my life difficult with trying to cut it like that. I have a skill saw. So I put it on the lowest setting, which is 1/4 of an inch, because I think this is an 1/8 of an inch. So, yeah. One. All right, now just 7 more to go. The next thing I want to do, because I've cut them all, they all have a little bit rough edges. I'm going to sand them. Oh, some of them have little edges that aren't straight. I'm going to try and cut those off. Now, I've got them all sanded, and I have to decide what color I want to do them. So I've got pickled oak. I've got this gel stain, which is walnut, and I've got this one, which is red mahogany, which is very red. I also have a clear coat, which I'll probably just put on the top. So I did the snowflakes with the gel stain, and I thought it ended up being really, really dark. I wish there was a way for me to lighten gel stain. I think maybe I'm going to take one of my scrap pieces and do some tests. Okay, I've got 4 options here. So I've got the walnut gel stain, I've got the red something stain, I've got the weathered oak stain, and then I've tried this hack before and it worked. And it's just regular acrylic paint mixed with water. So it's really, really liquidy, like it looks kind of like stain. So we're gonna see which one works the best. Okay, so I did it. This is the acrylic paint and water. This is the weathered oak. This is the red mahogany. And then this is the gel stain, walnut gel stain. But what I also did is I mixed these two together and I got this one. So now I don't know. That's too dark. I think maybe if I do one coat of the mix, let it dry, and then do a second coat of just the weathered oak. Okay, I did it. This is just the coat of the mix, and then this is the coat of the mix with a coat of just the weathered oak on top. Kind of like this. It's a little more muted tone. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I cut out all the little pieces of paper and I placed them on. I'm just gonna tape them to the pieces of wood so that they don't move. Okay, the next step is to trace the name to make an indentation in the wood. See what we can do here. Have to be in the right light. I have all of the 8 stockings and all of the 8 stocking labels. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang all the stockings and then make sure that all the labels are hanging at the same height while they're hanging. So I've got a mix. These are our family stockings. And then I got the green ones to mix in for my brother, sister-in-law, and niece. So what I decided to do this year is use this plant shelf as a stocking holder, except I bought a curtain rod. I'm gonna hang that from the stocking things, and then I'm gonna hang the stockings from that. I'm gonna move on to my little soldier boys, the nutcrackers. See, this one is wood, so I may just stain this one and maybe like put like a couple of black accents, just like maybe his hat and his drum and the bass, I don't know, something. And then I think this one, if I can get the glitter off, I'm gonna paint all black. So let's deconstruct, because I find that that will be the hardest thing to deconstruct this, and then we'll see what we can do. Maybe. Okay, well, sure. Freaking glitter is gonna be everywhere. Oop. All right. Surgically remove that. Is there anyone who actually likes glitter, or is it like solely used for torture? Did you hear about that conspiracy about all the world's glitter and where it's going? And like the people who produce the glitter say that the company that uses the most glitter don't want people to know where the glitter is, like what it's being used for. And like there's so many theories, like people are like, oh, it's toothpaste, oh, it's car paint. Car paint is a little obvious because you can see the glitter in it. Okay, so I cleaned them off. I think it'll be fine. Maybe we start with a coat of paint and we see how it goes. So much glitter. We're doing black. Okay, this guy's first coat is done. I'm gonna set him aside to dry because he'll probably need multiple coats. Over here, sir. Always. All right. I have gloves. Why aren't I wearing them? Who knows? Okay, now we got this guy that I think I'm gonna stain, but I'd like to have some black accents so that they coordinate together. Or do I stain it all? Why is he looking sideways? That's sus. I don't need. I might end up having to paint some of this because the stain isn't sticking to all of it, and that's gonna bother me. Ah.